Hey everybody, welcome back to RV Chef Life. My name's Jonathan. Today we're going to be completing the 3-part series with the homemade tomato sauce I'd made 3 videos ago. Tonight we're going to be making chicken parmesan. When's the last time that you had chicken parmesan in your RV or motorhome? I did this dish the last time I went to the lake, and I'll tell you what, my friends were shocked. It's something different. It's something that you normally don't do in an RV or camper. So if you want to learn how to do the chicken parmesan with the homemade sauce that I'd done previously, there will be a link below for the homemade tomato sauce. So when you're ready, I'm ready. So sit back, hold tight, and let's get started.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
All right, let's start with this chicken parmesan. First thing before we start anything, I just want to remind everybody that all of the utensils that I use, including gadgets, are all linked below with affiliated Amazon links. The one thing that has been bought a lot lately is this olive oil dispenser. You can spray olive oil and you can also pour olive oil. You've seen any other videos, you've seen this being used quite a bit. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get this chicken out. We're going to slice it in half and we're going to bang it out. I'm just doing 2 chicken breasts this evening. However, these 2 will turn into 4. So grab an extra plate to the side here. Once we slice these in half, we'll just place them in the plate to give us more room on the cutting board. You want to keep your chicken about even when you're slicing through it. You'll notice that these are pretty even cuts here. Place them to the side. Grab a Ziploc bag because that'll make cleanup a lot easier. So put a chicken breast in your bag like this. You'll grab your mallet. Then you'll just start hitting it and pushing out, hitting it and pushing out. We want to get these semi-thin, but not too thin. The reason why is because we're going to be coating them in breadcrumbs. And the thinner you get them, the faster they're going to cook, and we won't burn the breadcrumbs. You'll pretty much double them in size once you're done. We'll just set that back in the plate. Grab the next one, throw it in your Ziploc-y. You're gonna repeat this process for all 4 chicken breasts, or 2 chicken breasts that you've made into 4. Noticed how it doubled in size. Most of them stay about between 1/4 to 1/2 inch thick. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is salt and pepper the chicken. Remember to do both sides. The next thing we're gonna do is set up our batching station. What we're gonna do is have 3 plates set out here. You're gonna have your chicken on the far right. You're gonna put your eggs here, and you're gonna put your dry ingredients here. These little eggs right now, I have 3 set out, but I'm gonna try to use 2. These little boogers are worth their weight in gold right now. So start with 2, and if you need another one, grab 1 more. If not, save yourself $1.13. With the eggs, you're gonna go ahead and scramble them up in the plate. All right, that's good. I'm gonna set this little 3rd gold nugget to the side. I use progressive breadcrumbs, the Italian style. It just saves time on actually using flour or using breadcrumbs and then having to season them yourself. You can do that. This is just a time saver. And we're not gonna use this whole jar. We're just gonna kind of coat the bottom of the plate, and we'll add more if we need to. Like most things that you bread, you're always gonna go dry, wet, dry, back to where you're storing them. So here's the process. Dry breadcrumbs, pat them down, flip it. We're gonna go the liquid egg, flip it, back to the breadcrumbs, flip it, shake your plate, flip it. A good breadcrumb coating right there. We're gonna do this 3 more times. Kind of ran short on breadcrumbs, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more, probably about another 1.5 cups. Twist the plate around and make it even. finish the last 2 chicken breasts. If you see, looks like I saved myself an egg. That's great. That's great news. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these 2 plates, get them out of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and move the chicken to the side of the stovetop. I'm gonna need to get access to the stovetop so I can start heating my pan and heating my oil. All right, just like I mentioned in all the videos, we're gonna go ahead and turn the stovetop on. Just gonna turn it on low to begin with. Let that pan temper up, get some warmth in it before you crank it on high. You can go ahead and, however, put in about 3 to 4 tablespoons of olive oil, maybe 5. We want a thin layer of oil there. We don't want to drown our stuff in olive oil. And the best thing about this chicken is we can test the oil, and I'll show you how in a second. Let's go ahead and check the pan. I can feel some heat coming off of it, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on medium-high. Give that a minute and a half to heat up. All right, when your oil's ready, you'll see little whisks of smoke coming off here, but what you can also do is grab those breadcrumbs, a little breadcrumbs that were left in the chicken, and just pop it in there. When you see it start bubbling like that, that means your oil is ready. Let's go ahead and grab our first chicken breast and throw in there. Always lay the chicken away from you. Just set it and forget it. Well, don't forget it. Leave it there, don't move it around. Just let it sit there and do its magic. You're gonna cook the chicken about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. If you can grab your fork and move it around, it means no sticking's taking place, so go ahead and flip it over. Should be a beautiful brown color below. Ah, that is pretty. Continue on the second side for about 2 to 3 minutes. All right, it's been 2 minutes. Let's go ahead and pull that off the pan. The one thing I love about these Ninja pans, not sponsored, is that they're stainless steel pans. You can use metal utensils in it without worrying about tearing up the non-stick. Should be golden brown on the bottom. Oh, beautiful. These will soak up a little bit of oil, so I'm gonna add about another tablespoon to it. But don't worry, that extra oil we were putting in isn't gonna go to waste. Let's go ahead and grab the next chicken breast, lay it away from you. Again, set it and forget it, 2 to 3 minutes. I just want you to hear this bread crust. So good. All right, the chicken should be done. Go ahead and remove the last breast from your pan. Go ahead and turn your stove top off. Put that chicken away somewhere warm. The next thing you're gonna do is grab a bowl, grab tin foil or aluminum foil. Us Texans call it tin foil for some reason, I don't know. You're gonna create just a bowl out of the foil. Remember that olive oil I was talking about earlier that we're not gonna let go to waste? We're not, so hold tight. Get that oil swished around in there. The reason we're swishing it around like this is we're trying to get all the breadcrumbs out and put it in that tin foil. Aluminum foil, sorry. We're gonna set that to the side for now. As I've talked about in previous videos, my left burner always gets hotter than my right burner. The settings on it are capable of the left burner to get hotter than the right. So I'm gonna do a pot switcheroo like I done last time, crisscross applesauce. Move this one over to the smaller burner. We're just gonna turn that on low. Grab your pot of water and go ahead and cook your pasta to the recommendation of the package. In that water, make sure to add salt. Salty like the ocean. Now in the other pan that we have on low, we're gonna grab our homemade tomato sauce that we had made. Again, the link will be below. We're gonna go ahead and put it in the pan that we'd cooked the chicken in. There's still some flavor there from the breadcrumbs. We have 4 breasts, so we're probably gonna do 8 tablespoons. Should be enough to coat those up. Mix that sauce around, and by tablespoons, I mean heaping tablespoons. Stir all that around, get that olive oil and breadcrumbs mixed into that. Just bring that to a low simmer. Just basically want to heat up and warm up the sauce. Now in this tomato sauce, we already have oregano, garlic, salt, pepper, onions. It's really good. All right, my timer just went off for the pasta, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab a noodle out of there. Taste test it, make sure it's al dente. And it's hot. Perfect. Now we're just gonna drain this. Actually, before we drain it, grab a little cup of this pasta water, just in case you need it. It's always a good habit to get into. Drain the pasta and go ahead and put your pot back on. Pasta is drained. Putting it back in the same pot, I went ahead and turned the stove top off. Remember that oil we used earlier? Go ahead and grab your spoon and grab just a tablespoon of that and put it in there. We're gonna grab a tablespoon of this pasta water that we took out back in there. We're gonna grab about 3 or 4 heaping tablespoons of this tomato sauce and put in there. That's 4, and you're gonna mix it around. Get that pasta coated with that sauce. All right, the pasta is ready. Chicken is ready. All right, let's go ahead and plate up. First thing you're gonna do is grab a little bit of this pasta. We're gonna top that with a little bit of Parmesan. Grab one of the chickens. Place on top of your pasta. Grab a tablespoon and a half. Just cover your chicken. And then one final grab of Parmesan. My hand's too big. And we're also gonna put just a little bit of fresh parsley on there. God, doesn't that look good? Doesn't that look good? All right, it is time for a taste test. First thing I'm gonna do is cut into this chicken. Cooked perfectly. Going for a bite. That chicken's cooked perfectly. That tomato sauce that I'd made previously, delicious. Link is still below. And let's take a taste of the pasta. Cooked perfectly. Cut that chicken up, add pasta to every bite. Talk about an amazing meal. Thanks for stopping by this evening and taking a spin for Chicken Parmesan. Who knew you could make such a delicate, delicious dish inside a motorhome or a small, tiny kitchen? Surprise people with this dish. Surprise yourself. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please share with your friends, and please try the recipe. Comment below. It only helps me help you. It helps me add more dishes and do more videos, which I'm really enjoying. Comment, I'll answer all of them. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by, and until next time, I'll see you soon.